Golden. Hello, welcome back to Giraffe Reaction Zone. We're having a finale, we're approaching to the end of Skypiea Saga. We're gonna have a Luffy with this Enel final round. Yes, we're gonna have the power levels justifying Enel strength. Yes, we're gonna have loads of stuff, vaporizing islands, people getting smacked. Yes, we're getting a justification of the warrior Calgara and Montblanc Noland. Yes, we're getting fate into Luffy to ring the bell. Double yeah. Check it out. Episode 191, ladies and gents. We're doing last final 2 episodes of the Skypiea Saga, ladies and gents. We're gonna summarize everything in this video and then we're gonna proceed to the unknown. Yes! Let's go to the final episode of Skypiea Saga. Starting from the extremely, massively boring content, we are getting people realizing what just happened, which we know what just happened, and the people's reaction is not that important, really. We're never gonna see them again. However, there is some kind of commotion going on. Yeah, thunder rain still going on there. Yeah, how he blamed the attack? Mama Ragan, something like that. So what's happening? Where he went? Where Enel is going? So he found it. But I didn't know how to use it, Luffy. Yeah. What? Just a leaf. Cut down this huge vine. Okay, they want to cut down the giant jack. Yeah, definitely don't trust Zoro on that. So he wants to destroy the remaining piece, the upper yard, yeah? He accomplished everything, but where he wants to go with this flying ship? Where's Enel? He wants to go downstairs, isn't it? On the Blue Sea. Guarantee my life. Oh yeah, cause she's gonna fall if she gonna give him a ride. It's from Nami, but that's basically order from Luffy, from the captain, isn't it? You need to obey somehow. Why are they throwing people like that? Yeah, Zoro is quite capable of cutting stuff. So... cut it out. Nicely done, Zoro. That's half of it. Yeah, he got strike down again. Directly from Enel. Again, Zoro's losing again. It's so... I don't know what to think about Zoro. Yeah, the giant jack still standing. So she's telling him a story about Noland, yeah? Going so far as to lose his chance to escape. Who's up with rubber? That's not helping with a giant jack. Yeah. So he didn't knew the other stuff, yeah, from Nolan's side. He couldn't knew. So now Robin aware him. I'm getting moved again. I can hear that story. Rejecto straight away. Wasn't needed for that much. Yet it's working. The maximum power of this jet. Let's go, let's check it out. Oh, he actually can repel those lightnings. That's it. Damn. The whole episode is still Luffy chasing the god. It means that everything gonna resolve within one episode? Seriously? Or I'm calculating something wrong. I don't know. We have only one episode left. We're gonna have deal with Golden Bell. We're gonna have deal with Enel. We have to deal with getting even to the seaside. Loads stuff. Not forgetting about the party, regeneration, everything. Also giving a like. You have to do this, subscribe. Yeah. Next episode. Episode 192, ladies and gents. We still getting, those ones? How we gonna fit everything within one episode? It is impossible. I think I'm missing something, and I think there will be more episode, way more. I've calculated something wrong, isn't it? Everybody's watching. There's nothing else to do right now. He pushed her on the cloud. I don't know if it was intentionally or not. What Luffy gonna do now? I mean, he's immune technically, so he shouldn't be much affected. The heat, what I'm worried about, because electricity can produce heat as well, so he can be somehow melted. What's that? What he's doing? Gold pony. Yeah, lightning freak. Okay. So he's actually nullifying the attack because he had gold with it. So he's sending the electricity elsewhere, discharging the attack. That's what I'm understanding through the gold. Actually, right now at this point, the going Mary ship, the Straw Hat ship, is actually in better condition than Enel's ship, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to action. So he's trying to discharge the attack. Let's see who's gonna be quicker. I mean, the electricity in there must be in a humongous level, isn't it? Yet he's breaking apart. Yeah. Yeah, he cleared the sky, by the way. Luffy, wow! Ring the bell! I will ring you as well. It's a maximum, yeah? But electricity not working. Somebody got upset. It doesn't matter how much he's gonna increase. Unless he's planning on something. He's running on his electricity. Small kick. Wow. How deep he went with the spear. No way, we're gonna get the flashback right now. We have no time for that episode. Literally no time. We have to do so many things in this episode. We're getting like 2 minutes left, maybe? And you are losing, Luffy. Out of the way! Holy shit. That's super serious. Okay. No way, it's too fast. You're literally an electricity. So we're going to the bell, ladies and gents. That's the indicator for sure. And it's going with the Enel as well. Alright? Alright? Through the final stage, through the so you die moment. through the great story of Calgara and Noland, through the destruction of the Skypia Island, not Upper Yard, through the embarrassment of Zoro because he failed twice, through the Viper, the descendant of the warrior Calgara, change, through the destroying of the giant Jack, who was probably there for centuries, because the god's shrine was aware on it. It's no longer because the giant Jack is destroyed as well as the god's shrine. Destroying the golden ball as well with the Enel into the golden bell. Now how high, how much volume and how far he can reach that bell? It's definitely not end of the series. I was wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Yeah. Alright. It is massive. I wonder if Enel actually can handle to survive, because he is a Logia. He cannot be touched, he cannot be hit unless it is a rubber. For some reason, he is the natural enemy of the god. And there was a rifle, it was a pretty damn strong attack. Devil Fruit was kind of nullified, or at least doesn't make a change. We know the maximum voltage which Enel can put into him is 200 million volts. When he was using attack to deal with Gunfall was 2 millions, and with a Zoro and Viper was between 40 and 60 respectively millions. And we're getting the golden bell ringing, do not know how far, how much. It's gonna be in the next video, probably combined with start of the filler, I believe, because I'm not seeing that either way. It has to be done. Holy moly, I'm still not sure. It's probably he has to be done because the filler's starting very promptly. So through the massive stretch when it was 5 episodes within one, because was nothing happening within 25 minutes. Now we're getting so much stuff within literally a minute. Literally a minute, and we are not even finishing. It's gonna be stretched to another episode. That's damn poor balancing the content, I must say, for this episode, but hey, that's what we got. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna introduce you slightly, not for long, for the power level section. See you there. Welcome. Power levels. So in this episode we're gonna have 3 characters, 1 fix. Again, yes, I'm starting to continue some fixing to improve our power ranking. So we're gonna have a fix of a Island Eater, the giant goldfish. Second one, we're gonna have mutual position, where one of them is the warrior Calgara and the second one is gonna be Montblanc Noland. Because the tail was only one time set and not gonna have any more, and I have to base the strength of that tail. So that tail, in my opinion, they are equal in strength. You're gonna know why. Position number 2. And finally, it's the massive reveal again, the fixation, if you call it. It's also a fix, because I thought the Enel will be down. It was beaten with a Viper with his Supreme Stone Rejecto. Anyway, he wasn't. He showed us much more stuff, and now he showed us even numbers when he was attacking, and based of those numbers I'm gonna treat his maximum strength, because minimum strength is set. But before that, we need to bring ourselves all the rules what we justifying for, which is, first of all, is winning by 1 punch. If the character can win a fight with a 1 punch, we justify he's twice stronger. The second rule is winning without fighting seriously. It don't has to happen with 1 punch. It just win, but if the character really playing around, that means he's 10 times stronger. And the third rule is basically applying both previous rules, which is not fighting seriously and winning with 1 punch, which gives him 20 times stronger. So let's go back to video now. So let's start it quickly. Fixation, very small thing. Island Eater. The improvement is to their maximum strength, because I had to know the maximum strength of a Island Eater. It's gonna be the minimum strength of one of the giants. We know the giants are equally strength, so I have mentioned Dory. So Dory's minimum strength is 2824, which is gonna be applied to maximum strength of the giant Island Eater. And the minimum strength remained the same, 178, which is the Grand Line monster level, because the Island Eater is the Grand Line monster inside the Grand Line. So yes, that will be that. So its new average strength is gonna be 1501. Case closed. Second position is the mutual position with the Warrior Calgara and Montblanc Noland. And this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna treat them the same because their fight wasn't really concluded. The Calgara speared his arm, but only because he was distracted. He distracted him with victim, which is supposed to be sacrificed. So he wants to help him, so he turned his back and then he got stabbed. So that doesn't really count because it's the third force involved. The fight was undecided and they become a great friends. They looks like very similar strength because there's no big change between them. So I'm gonna treat them as well. Again, minimum strength, yeah? Montblanc Noland one-shotted the small snake. And small snake is gonna be like a Grand Line monster level in my opinion in that kind, because it is kind of a Grand Line monster level, one-shotted. And also the same snake, maybe not the same, the son of that snake, but also a big one, also was one-shotted with a Calgara later on, the second character. That means both of them having the same similar minimum strength, which is the beatdown of a one-punch Grand Line monster. Grand Line monster 178, as in previous example, times 2, 356. In case of the maximum strength, we need to little bit focus. He is an ascendant of the Viper. Yeah, Viper is descendant of the Calgara. And they should technically have the same strength, but not really. Because the same strength, the same body build, for sure, the same strength as an arm, but they have different weapons, yeah? And the Calgara had a spear, and the Viper have a rejecto, bazooka, the jet, shoes or whatever you want to call that, which means I'm gonna treat Viper just because he have a better weapons, because physically he is equal than Calgara. And we calculate physicality of the Viper as 613, which is why I'm gonna put the maximum strength of both of them as an average strength of the Viper, because he simply have advanced weapon. He can do much more damage, sadly, but it is also 400 years later, so it's obviously that later on the advancement, the weapons will be more deathful. Are we gonna have a range between 356 and 630? That gives average strength of 485. Case closed. That's for both of them, because Montblanc Noland is treated the same as Calgara Warrior. And now, the pinnacle, Enel, the god Eneru. We're having the minimum strength because again, he beat down Sanji with a one punch, unknown attack. Any unknown attack, I'm gonna kind of treat it as fighting, not seriously in case of Eneru. With a Zoro exception, because when I do believe when he was fighting Zoro, he grabbed his sword. It was only a teaser because he was kind of stated that he's gonna show him a little bit. Anyway, that not indicates anything, where with Sanji indicates a lot, because he was beaten for, ladies and gents, several episodes, way more than any other character except Usopp, who was also beaten at the same time and wake up at the same time. But the others wake up way quicker, like one episode. So the minimum strength is gonna be 20 times Sanji's average strength, which I was calculated before, which gives us 10,200 strength, minimum strength. In case of maximum strength, now we need to dive deep into the numbers. And yes, that will be a way different treatment than before, when we had like 12 or 13,000, no. Because I was trying to treat that as a Zoro example, and that's not very good example, because it is hard to tell how much power he put within the attack with Zoro, because he still was probably trying to persuade Zoro to join him. So, and as he was stated later on, he wants to control his crew by fear, so he wants to show him a teaser of his strength that he will start to fear him. Sadly, it fails. Therefore, I'm gonna bring the numbers now. The same exact place. The very first encounter, Gunfall. So I'm bringing this example because Enel, when fighting Gunfall, that was a named attack and it has a number, and the number with the name is 20 million volts. And it's pretty crucial, it's pretty telling. We can justify a lot based on that number, and also why I'm bringing this instead of Viper encounter, where it's also a number. It is because with the Viper is already affected by 3 rejectors. He's already fought a lot, and he fought Luffy, he fought Zoro, and now he's facing Enel. He's 3 rejector. He is not at full strength. On the other side, Gunfall, he doesn't really had much to fight. Wasn't taken down. He had only fight long time ago with Shura, and that was before he even rested on the ship. So Gunfall is full strength. And now, numbers, yes, 20 million. It was also a very, I believe, the attack, but it doesn't matter. The most important bit in this scenario is the number. And also, before we going forward, we have to classify it was a one-punch win, and if he was fighting seriously. And as we see, it is clearly a one-punch win, because it's one attack, he's clearly down, not getting up. The second rule is if he fighting seriously, well, normally if it's a named attack, he is fighting seriously. But in this scenario, I'm gonna focus way more on the numbers. And to explain you better, I have to justify the maximum number what Enel can use. I believe the maximum strength of Enel, it's gonna be his final attack when he fought Luffy. So we're going to the Luffy fight now. We're changing directions. We're going on the ship when Luffy was about to hit him with a rifle, with a golden rifle, golden ball rifle, whatever you want to call it. And then he brings out his strongest attack, because that is in this episode, and he make it 200 million volt. I'm not treating also Raigo, the big ball which destroyed the whole island, as his maximum strength, because this is actually an attack combined with his ship experiment when he was giving those weird thunder clouds. Without those thunder clouds, he is not able to perform such an attack, which means to make this happen, the loads of time has to pass, as we saw, and this is not accurate for the maximum strength, because the maximum strength is what he can do it on the go during the fight. The circumstances were there that he had a Raigo on the side, but there will be situations when he do not have, and what is gonna be his maximum strength, so it has to be lowered down. So going back to the numbers, we know the maximum what he can use is 200 millions. What is a difference between 200 and 20? 10 times. So now, if we want to justify if he was fighting seriously or not, I can say that he uses to beat down Gunfall 10% of his devil fruit capacity on the go, because obviously he can increase more, most likely, but over a longer period of time, and we do not have that time. So we calculating 200 millions as a maximum. Can we treat 10% of his strength as fighting seriously? In my opinion, clearly no, because we know if someone not fighting seriously, it is even our rule. If somebody not fighting seriously, he is 10 times stronger. So this is not fighting seriously. We know Gunfall strength is 165 average, and this is the number which I'm gonna be bringing here. So he won with one punch, and he won not fighting seriously. That gives that he's at least 20 times stronger. And because we have a number, I can skip at least, because we know the maximum capacity, but I can translate this 20 billion volts into our power scale, in power ranking, power level, which means this is 20 times Gunfall strength, and 20 times 165, ladies and gents, is 3,300. So 3,300 would be 20 million volts. But we know the maximum, and we calculating maximum strength right now, which is 200 million volts. So we have to do a little bit of a math here, which means we multiplying that by 10, ladies and gents, and now we're getting the maximum strength of Enel, ladies and gents, and this is humongous level. And I know previous one I calculated way lower, but it was because I was thinking that he wasn't fighting seriously with Zoro. But then with Zoro we couldn't calculate any of the numbers, so I was only using our justifications, and now we know he was only a teaser to Zoro. It wasn't fighting seriously, it was way lower, and also we didn't get any number. But now things are different, ladies and gents, different. So the maximum strength, ladies and gents, of Enel, the god Eneru, which I do not like to call him a god, is 33,000 maximum strength. And you know what that means. Or maybe not really, but you're gonna know very probably. I'm gonna tell you what that means. That means the average strength of Enel is gonna be 21,600, and that means, because you're not seeing it yet, that means temporarily fixed strength of Enel is not only stronger than Dragon, not only stronger than the two giants, not only stronger than Crocodile, it is taking the very first slot in our power ranking, pushing down Mihawk, the greatest swordsman which Zoro is pursuing. Enel, position number 1. Case closed. Now, let's go actually to our ranking to see it by our own eyes. Position 23, Calgara and Noland. This is a massive revelation because it's getting Grand Line Monster level title as well as faster than a bullet, because they are stronger than Kuro, ladies and gents, which means they are getting the same titles as Luffy, as Zoro, as Viper, most of the strongest members of the Straw Hats. Yeah, they are slightly above Nico Robin by one pointer, so their fight will be very tough. Above Don Creed, obviously the madman with a million of weapons. And slightly below Chopper, obviously with a Rumble Ball, so Chopper with a Cox. Yeah, ladies and gents. And now let's go to the second character, because we want the staff. Therefore we're getting this Island Eater giant goldfish here. The goldfish getting the same titles, Grand Line Monster level, faster than a bullet, yes, but it's not getting stronger, and so the same amount of titles she's getting, and it's the strongest on the top, so it is nearly close reaching another title, another level, but yet not yet. So it's getting position number 8, the same position, slightly improved strength, that's it. And now, ladies and gents, let's go to the top 7, the characters who's getting all of the titles, so which means including the previous ones and stronger than a steel. So there we are, and we see Enel in position number 1, there is nobody for now above him, and it's awesome. So Mihawk is second with a 16,000, he is way lower, but again, if with Mihawk we have to compare kind of minimum strength, because we don't know Mihawk maximum, so minimum strength is still, Mihawk is heading by 6,000, so it can be different in the near or further future, I don't know. Then we're getting a Crocodile, where minimum strength is way lower, when the average strength is way lower than Enel, the maximum strength is way lower than Enel, however, he is not twice stronger than Crocodile, which means the fight can go on and on and on, and we don't know the outcome of it. Massive, isn't it? Then we're getting Giants, Blackbird. Blackbird is a big unknown so far, and as well Zoro, so far unknown. Zoro tapped rhythm, unknown. So that's what we got, that's what we're having, and that's what we're gonna enjoy future next episodes, next arcs. Let's see what's gonna happen there. Stay tuned, subscribe, see you later.